Welcome students. In today's class, I will give lecture on biological classification. There are so much organisms in our earth. Different types of organisms have different characters. So we have to classify them in a systematic manner. On the basis of identifying characters, they are classified into different groups. And different scientists in different times classified them in different manners. Now I am going to discuss about five kingdom classification. This classification was given by scientist R. H. Whittaker in 1969, and he classified the total organisms in five kingdoms. You must know about the kingdoms. In our previous class, I have discussed about hierarchy. What is hierarchy? There is kingdom, which is the topmost taxa, kingdom, then phylum, then class, then order, then family, next genus and species. This is the 7-step hierarchy. You may count, there are 7 taxa, 7 taxon. Each rank is known as taxon, and the total system is known as hierarchy. This is the 7-step hierarchy, which was given by scientist Carolus Linnaeus. So here you can see kingdom is the topmost taxon, and according to kingdom, there are 5 kingdoms in this classification which was given by Whittaker. There are 5 kingdoms. So what are the 5 kingdoms? Kingdom 1, Monera. Kingdom 2, Protista. The next one, Fungi, which is kingdom 3. Then comes kingdom Plantae. Then the last but not the least, Animalia. So these are the 5 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. What are the basis of this classification? Why this classification is done? This is done in accordance with the characteristics. Monera is basically prokaryotic, and rest all are eukaryotic. You have already know about prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. There are basically 2 types of cell: prokaryotic cell, which has a cell but there is no well-defined nucleus. But in case of eukaryotic cell, there is well-defined nucleus and well-organized cell structure, cellular structure is present. So in kingdom 2 to 5, all cells of these organisms are eukaryotic, and in case of Monera, all are prokaryotic. So prokaryotics have single kingdom, Monera, and eukaryotics have 4 kingdoms, kingdom 2 to 5, that is Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. In brief manner, I will discuss about Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. They are distinctive characters. And what are the major differences between Protista, Monera, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia? First of all, I have already discussed that Monera is prokaryotic and rest all are eukaryotic. So the next character is Monera is unicellular. Protista is also unicellular, but it is eukaryotic. So the difference is it is prokaryotic and unicellular. Protista is eukaryotic and unicellular. So this is the basic difference. As this is unicellular, so it is microscopic also. That means we can't see these organisms through naked eye. We have to see by microscope, with the help of microscope. So this is the major difference between Monera and Protista. Monera are prokaryotic and unicellular. Protista eukaryotic and unicellular. What about in case of fungi? Fungi, they may be unicellular or multicellular. It can both. In case of plantae, it is also unicellular or multicellular. Okay. But in case of Animalia, all are multicellular. All are multicellular. Here, in case of fungi and plantae, both the characters are same. Eukaryotic, unicellular or multicellular, eukaryotic, unicellular or multicellular. So the question is, what is the difference between fungi and plantae? So I would like to discuss fungi. In case of fungi, chlorophyll absent. So they cannot produce their own food. Okay? But in case of plantae, chlorophyll present. So they can produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis. You must know about the photosynthesis. So here the difference comes. Fungi cannot produce their own food, but plantae can produce their own food. Because chlorophyll absent in fungi, chlorophyll present in plantae. But what about Animalia? In Animalia, chlorophyll also absent and can't produce own food. Okay. Then what about the nutritional types? Nutrition, in case of fungi, saprophytic nutrition, saprophytic. Mainly they are saprophytic. They grow on dead or decaying materials, mainly fungi. But in case of plantae, they are autotrophic. Because they can produce their own food, so they are autotrophic. Auto means they can produce their own food. But in case of Animalia, they are heterotrophic. That means they depends on other organisms, other materials for food. They are heterotrophic. But they have another important characteristics, which is they are phagotrophic in nature. Phagotrophic. That means they can intake solid food particles, which phagotrophic nature is found in Animalia. They can ingest, they can intake solid food particles, but plants, fungus, they cannot ingest or intake solid food particles. They actually ingests liquid type of materials. Liquid materials pass through cell of plantae, cell of fungi, etc. There are much more differences. I will give a lecture on Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae, animalia differently in different classes. Here I am just discussing the major differences, the distinctive differences between Monera and Protista, fungi and plantae and animalia. So from this class you have learnt about the 5 kingdom classification and the major differences between that 5 kingdoms, that is Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae and animalia. Thank you.